Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Biostats Insight. Today we are discussing topic that's crucial for every data enthusiast out there, graphical representation. Whether you are a researcher, a student, mastering the art of data visualization can elevate your data presentation game to a whole new level. So get ready to explore the world of graphs and chart because we are going to make our data visually speak. Let's jump right in. Alright, so what exactly is graphical representation? It's a way to simplify complex information using images. It's all about turning number and raw data into visual that everyone can understand. Graphs help us to identify patterns, trends, and relationships in our data. But which graph should you use? When should you use it? And how do you make sure that your graph tells the right story? Well, that's what we are here to find out. First up, we have a bar graph, king of comparison. When it's come to comparing different groups or category, the perfect for visualization data like frequency, proportions and percentage. Each bar represents a different category and the length of the bar tells us the value of that category. Bar chart contain the following elements. Y-axis representing the counts, variable functions. On the x-axis it represents the categories or discrete values. Vertical bar represents the value or count for each category. The bar can be clustered in the group or in stacked to facilitate the comparison. Now talks about the advantage and disadvantage of bar graph. Show each category in frequency distribution. Summarize the large dataset into the visualization form. Unlike histogram, the bars in the bar chart have space between them to emphasize that each bar represents the discrete value, where histogram are for continuous data. The demerit about the bar graph require the additional explanation or fail to reveal key assumption, cause, effects or pattern. Let's take one example. In this example, each bar represents the summarized value of each category, where the longer bar indicates the higher value, which is age from 13 to 25 years. Its value is 45. Let's take next example of bar graph. Here bar graph showing new diabetic cases from January 2011 to December 2017 overlaid with a line plot of new tuberculosis and HIV cases in these diabetic patients in the same time period. Now notice how we can easily see which year has the highest and lowest cases. This is what makes bar graphs so effective. They give us instant snapshot of the data. I give you a quick tip about bar graph. When you use a bar graph when you are dealing with a discrete data like categories or group, and make sure to leave a space between the bar to emphasize that the data is separate, unlike histogram, which brings us our next graph. Using clustering and stacking, you can compare groups within a group to understand relationship between categorical variable, assessing how the proportion of subgroup change between the group. In this plot, ice cream flavor preference. Female prefer chocolate, male prefers vanilla, and they are equally enjoy strawberry. Now talk about the histogram. Histogram all about showing the distribution of continuous data. Think height, weight, age. Unlike bar graph, histogram have no gap between the bar because data flow continuous. Histogram contain following elements. X-axis of the graph represent the class interval. Y-axis shows the various frequency corresponding to the different class interval. Width of the rectangles show the width of the class interval. The length of the rectangle depicts the corresponding frequency. Now talk about the merit and demerit about histogram. Merit about histogram: multiple histogram can easily compared, allowing for visual comparison between different dataset or subset of data. And demerit of histogram: if not properly constructed, histogram can mislead the emphasizing certain aspect about data or making an inaccurate perception about the distribution. No histogram can be drawn from the dataset in the form of discrete series. Let's take one example. You can see in this histogram ticket sales across a week. You can see that sales peak on Friday and Saturday, 305 on Friday and 352 on Saturday. The most number of tickets sold. Thus the largest number of tickets 10 to on Saturday and the number is 352. I give you a pro tip when you use histogram. Histogram use when you are looking at data on an interval scale like time, age, ranges, and remember the shape of histogram can tell a lot about a distribution. Is it skewed, symmetric or bimodal? Now let's take a quick shot about a difference between bar chart and histogram. In bar chart you compare a categorical data, but in histogram you display the distribution of variables. In bar chart variables are categorical, in histogram variables are numerical. In bar chart each data point is rendering at a separate bar, but in histogram the data points are grouped or rendered based on the bin values. The entire range of data values divided into series or non-overlapping interval. And the space between bars, bar chart have space, but in histogram there is no space. And in bar chart you can reorder your bars, but in histogram you cannot reorder your bars. That's it for today, data lovers. Remember, a great graph speaks louder than words. If you found this video helpful, give it thumbs up and subscribe my YouTube channel BioSearch Insight, and always keep crushing those numbers and stay curious. See you in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching.